Authorities here tell us the tornado plowed through an area as long as 35 miles long. There are several major damaged areas, as Canton's mayor just told you about on the phone, around Van Zant and Henderson counties.
There were 7 confirmed tornadoes. I believe, if I recall right, there was 5,196 homes affected. The longest tornado stayed on the ground 53 miles.
After the tornadoes hit on the 29th, I knew that it was going to be widespread and that we were going to have plenty of displaced animals come in. My name is Ladina Jones, and I'm the animal shelter manager and animal control officer here. Due to the storm, we had approximately about 100 animals displaced.
The needs that the citizens had around here involving the pets, a lot of animals ran off from their homes. A lot of them come up missing.
Of course, there were animals everywhere. They've lost their homes. And so animal rescue, or people started taking in dogs and bringing them to the shelter because we are the only shelter in the county. We opened up the shelter to anybody that brought dogs or cats or pigs in. This was a new experience for most of us because we didn't know what all we needed.
All of our communications were down after the storms came in, so Monica actually from AIR came and met with us, came to the facility, introduced herself, told us what she was about, what she did.
My name is Monica Ailey, and I'm the president and co-founder of Animal Investigation and Response. AIR's mission is to assist agencies with resources and manpower to have the best outcome for the animals in the end. A lot of times, agencies don't have the budget to take care of large-scale animal situations. And so we can provide that free of charge for these agencies, and we have the resources to be able to help them to pull in from national and other local resources. AIR is funded through private donors, corporate sponsors, and people who just believe in our mission, people who want the best outcome for the animals in the cruelty situations or disaster situations that we encounter.
The guidance that Monica has brought in has been phenomenal. Something as simple as, organization, it helped us phenomenally because when you have so many people coming in and messing with the animals, there can be that communication bridge.
We've even brought in a couple of veterinarians to assist with their care, to do all the medical vaccinations and that sort of thing in preparation for transport and transfer.
Working with AIR and working with Monica and all the people that she's brought in and all of her volunteers has just been amazing. All of them are really, really great. They love the animals. They have gotten in the trenches with us and, cleaned and walked and sat with animals when they needed it. It's just been a very heartwarming experience.
We ended up intaking about 90 animals. About a dozen of them were reclaimed by their owners. And from here, the remaining animals will be transferred to a placement partner out of state for better potential for adoption. We were able to get a whole package to go to a national adoption event. The timing was perfect. The number of animals ended up being perfect. They said, we will take all of them, including the pig. So we were pretty thrilled about that. We're good.
Before this disaster, I had absolutely no clue that these organizations that did things like this were out there to help through situations like this.
They seem to have all the phone numbers. They seem to know the people. For coordinating volunteers, it's not just immediate needs. It's the feeding, it's the walking, it's the medical care the animals need. It's the loving and the petting and to kind of get these animals settled down. And these volunteer organizations have done an absolute wonderful job.
The knowledge-based organization like AIR has is just phenomenal. They put everything in line. I mean, they knew what they needed to do this time, what they needed to do next time, who they needed to contact for further resources. I mean, it had to be done the way it was done. If you do not address the issues quickly, you're just going to have a mess. Fortunately, the volunteer groups we had come in knew what they were doing, knew how to do it, and ours went as smooth as it possibly could.
After this disaster, I almost kind of expected the worst, and I was expecting a lot of, what are we going to do? And I haven't had that situation. It's just been a really, really good situation. You walk by a pen and there's people sitting in the pen loving on these guys when they need it the most. It reminds you that they're still good in the world.
I thank these organizations that came in from the bottom of my heart, and I truly appreciate it.
To support our life-saving efforts, go to animalinvestigationandresponse.org and click on the Pitch In link. And if you're an agency in need of assistance, click on the Contact Us link.